Friend, ando greñuda, but that's because I am greñuda. The reason that ando is because I am. I'm a greñuda. She's a greñuda. I knew it. Such a greñuda. Hi guys, we are gonna make pork dumpling soup. I'm gonna use wonton papers to do it. You can also use, you can make your own dumpling dough, which is actually pretty easy as well. But I like these because they're easy, they're quick, and they're delicious. I know dumplings are super like viral. Oh crap. I feel like I had a piojo. Hold on. What is that? Oh, it was a piojo. No, I'm joking. Imagine. I feel like I had something rubbing on me. So we're going to make dumplings, guys. Welcome in. Welcome in. Baby, can you turn it down? All right, guys. It's going to be quick. Actually, it's super easy to make this. Let me start heating up my water. Would you like some water? We're going to need some hot water. Our chicken broth, I'm actually going to put it in the microwave after water heats so that our chicken broth is nice and warm. How is everybody doing? Hello, sister wife. Hello. We're going to make dumpling soup. You guys know I haven't been doing makeup because it is very cold right now. And today is our last day of this weather. Please, Lord. Please, please, please. Hello. The volume. What's wrong with my volume? You can't hear me? Yes, I made them once and it was so delicious. Yeah, I've made them a couple times. I made caldo de arroz. I've never heard of that. What is it? Is it just like regular caldo, but you put arroz in it? Tell me now. I need to know all your secrets. Okay, so welcome in, guys. We are going to make dumpling soup. So we're going to grab some ingredients that we're going to need. So for our pork, we're going to need ground pork. So you can use whatever pork you have that's ground. You could do chicken. You could do beef. You could do just veggie. I love your shirt. Thank you. And I'm still wearing the same sweats from yesterday. And if you're judging me. Oh, crap. Oh, hold on, you guys. I ordered my little brother groceries and they're ready. Hold on. Let me see whose name they're under. They're probably under mine. I just have to put him as a pickup person. Pick me up. Pick me up. How's everybody doing? 2 degrees. Sister wife, I saw it. It literally looked like a movie. Is that even real? Does she even really go here? Oh my. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me text my little brother. Mine, but can you log into the app and add yourself as a pickup person, please? I'm live. Otherwise, I can get off and do it. All right, babe. Hopefully my little brother can do it. Babe, will you text with Chewy and tell him to, hold on. Text Julian or call Julian if you can, and he'll come out here and tell me to do it, to get off live and do it. I think they send you like a barcode and you could pick it up with that barcode as well. Sorry, guys. Hello. Okay, let's start this live. Sorry, guys. My little brother, I've been trying to get groceries to him since Friday. Yes. You can add the pick up person as yourself to pick up. if you're not interrupting me, I just don't want to have you waiting in the cold for your groceries. So just let me know. I promise you, you're not interrupting my little brother. You guys know my little, you know, big sisters and little brothers. Hello. Hello, Rosalie. Hello. Hello, Rihanna. Hello, Hilda. Hello, everybody. We're going to make, that. You can add the pickup person as yourself to pick up if you're not, you're not interrupting me. I just don't want you to have to be waiting in the cold for your groceries. So just let me know. I promise you're not interrupting me. Okay, I'll let you know. Okay. All right, guys. All right, how's everybody doing today? How's everybody doing today? Let's make dinner because Jose's hungry. Baby, are you hungry? Pork dumplings for dinner. Hello, Jill. Not me being lazy enough. It's not that I'm lazy, it's that I'm lazy. You're awesome. You're an awesome sister. Well, honestly, I was telling Jose that my little brother Chewy is definitely more like a son to me. Because, you know, like, if you know, you know, but like growing up, like our parents left us alone a lot to take care for our brother or siblings, right? So like my little brother, he was very much more of a son. Can you do a nail live? I need to. I've never heard of that. Pork dumplings? You've never heard of pork dumplings or pork wontons or pork dumplings? Okay, so let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it. Do it. Make the dumplings. Make the dumplings. Okay, so you can make your own dumpling, or you can buy the dumplings. Our store was out of dumpling, actual like the round wrappers, so I got the wonton because they work the same. And then you're gonna need some bok choy, which is almost like a cabbage. You're going to need some green onion, some fresh ginger, a jalapenos, one huevo. If your man got two, pues two. And that's just for the broth. Oh, and then for the broth, you'll need some chicken broth, some hot water. And then for the seasoning for this, we're going to need some hoisin sauce. I don't know if I said that right. Some sesame oil, some soy sauce, some fish sauce. This is a sweet fish sauce, and it does not taste or smell fishy. These are what I prefer for my seasoning. Some rice vinegar, some powdered ginger. You could do fresh if you have fresh. I'm going to do powder because it makes it less cooking time. Some minced garlic, some onion powder, some white ground pepper. All right, you got this. Ginger, not Marianne. What? Oh, you've never heard of ginger? I'm like, ginger? I think that's a Gilligan's Island joke. I didn't ever watch Gilligan's Island because it was honestly the most boring show on Nick at Night. I was more of what other show was on Nick at Night, babe? What other show did they play on Nick at Night? Yeah. Nickelodeon at night? You didn't have Nickelodeon? What did you watch for entertainment? You were in the streets? He was from the streets, guys. We're making pork dumplings, guys. Pork dumpling soup. It's going to be so good. So we're going to start off with some ground pork. The Wonder Years was good. I think that was on Nick at Night, too. I like the Wonder Years. Wendy was pretty. Some white pepper. You can add as much as you want. Some ground ginger. You could do fresh if you want. I have fresh, but I'm going to put the fresh ginger. And you could, hold on. Okay. There's some fresh ground ginger. Fresh, unfresh, fresh ground ginger. We're going to grab some onion powder. We are going to grab just a little dash of rice vinegar. This is the sweet and tangy, so it's going to add that sweetness that you want in your, and then a little more. There's no like measurements to this. I just do it however I like it. It's kind of like, yo man, como te gusta, te lo echas. Girl, I miss you. I've been sick. Where have you, Dawn? Okay, some soy sauce. Remember, soy sauce is your sodium, so don't add salt if you're adding soy sauce. Or add a little bit of soy sauce and a little bit of salt. Some fish sauce. very saucy. She's saucy. Some sesame oil. Just a little dash of sesame oil. Some hoisin sauce. I can't say it right, but you know, it's the sauce. It's kind of like sweet. And I'm just doing a little squirtle. And then we're going to do minced garlic and some green onion. And you can add however much minced garlic. I'm going to put you guys down. Hello, everybody. We're making dumpling soup, so you can make your own dumplings at home. And it's very cold, so there is our minced garlic. And now we're going to mince up some green onion. Green onion, cebolla verde. Let me chop up all my stuff so that once we get over to the stove, everything's ready. But let's do this one first. This was actually a request of Jose's because last time I made dumpling soup, he was out of town, so he didn't get to have any. And he was like, you should make some dumpling soup. And I was like, you're right, I should. So you guys, our forecast says that we should be melting by tomorrow. So y'all believe in the forecast or no? What are we cooking? Dumpling soup. I don't like dumplings. I didn't like dumplings till recently. Really? How can you say you don't like dumplings? What did dumplings ever do to you, amiga? I didn't know. I had no idea. I was friends with a dumpling hater. Just kidding. Just kidding. All right, let's chop up. Thank you, everybody, for tapping. Make sure you're sharing this to your timeline so you could remake this if you're over on Bookface. And if you're on TalkTick, just tap the screen. If you want to come back for the replay or if you want to be able to make this later. Babe, will you check in with Chewy and make sure he's okay? Just tell him that I just want to make sure he's okay. So I'm going to chop these onions up super fine. And we're going to use the rest of that for the soup. We're going to need more, but I have another little bundle. So we're just chopping up our onion, our green onion. I want it to have a little bit more green, so I'm just going to do this. I'm going to add a little bit more green to it. And you want it to be as finely minced as possible so that in that dumpling filling, you don't have like just one big chunk of it. I'm going to grab a rubber glove, so I can put my fingers in there. And you're just going to mix all that filling up. And I'm just going to do one rubber glove. Are you ready for your exam? Ah, open wide, say ah. All right, now we're going to mix all that pork filling with all those seasonings. It already smells. I'm going to put a little bit more soy sauce. I like it to have a little bit more color, and the soy sauce is what gives it that color. There you go. And also that flavor. What's your flavor? Oh, babe, will you come here? I need a tablespoon of, of sugar makes the medicine go down. Oh, wait, this hand's free. I'll use this hand, babe. Don't get up, babe. That's fine. I got it, babe. Oh, babe, don't bother yourself. I got this. Thank you, baby. Baby, I mean it. Don't get up. Okay. You didn't even move, you guys. I'm giving him the ish. I'm going to grab 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, half a tablespoon of brown sugar. I did put a lot of the sweet and tangy vinegar in there. I forgot about the sugar. The sugar brings out all the flavors, guys. It's not going to be sweet. It's just going to be, like, have all those flavors. And I'm just going to grab, like, what I think is about half a tablespoon. Okay. brown sugar. What did your deal say? Julian, what did your deal say? Your deal Chewy. Did he text you? Oh, because I told him to text you if he can't change the order name for his groceries. He hasn't? And you're just going to move it around until it becomes almost like a paste. Like you can't, like it almost becomes like a mush. Like it no longer looks like meat. It almost looks like a dough. You can add red chili flakes if you want it spicy. Julian, will you do me a favor? Or he's gone. Oh, he's gone. Let me use my other hand. Pop goes the weasel. All right, I like to grab a bag like this to make it easier to fill my little dumplings. And I actually say like massage it for knead it for like a good 5 minutes, okay? Everything incorporated. You got all your garlic in there. You got all your seasonings, all your sauces. Okay. Like this. Do you guys have any questions? What meat did you use? I'm using pork because I like pork dumplings. You could use any ground. You could do beef. You could do pork. You could do chicken. You could do turkey. You could do sausage. Whatever you like. You could really kind of customize it. Whatever you want your filling to be. But I like it classic pork dumplings. I think that's just the way I like it. Now I'm going to open up this bag. And I'm going to put my filling in the bag. It looks like a dough now. Like it literally doesn't look like meat anymore. It just looks like almost like a dough, like a pink dough. Like a meat dough. Okay? In here. Wash your hands. Put your glove off. Wash your hands. People are like, oh, now you're using a glove? Well, I don't like having pork inside my nails. It's not that great. So that's how I do it. Okay? Now we're going to put all the dough to one side like this. Almost like this is like a pastry bag, and you're going to see what I'm going to do later. Okay? Then we're going to cut a hole in here, and we're going to actually use this like a piping bag to pipe our dough in. All right, let me chop up. Now we're going to have to mince up some ginger. So you're going to grab your ginger, fresh ginger. This is for the broth. We're going to mince up all of our onions, our bok choy, and more onions because we need more onions. And that way when we go over to the stove, we don't have to come back and chop anything up. All right. So we're going to let's do this first. So this is fresh ginger. And I'm going to peel it. And I use a potato peeler to peel my ginger. You can use a little paring knife if you want. My little brother, he's so humble. He's like, I hate to bother you, but my little brother had a little bit of a car accident on New Year's Day, and his car got totaled out, and he's like been very stressed. You know, he's a photographer, my little brother, so he's kind of like that struggling artist kind of vibe. And I just always like, when I think of him, I'm always like, there's a reason that I'm thinking of him. And my dad really worried about him a lot, so I just wanted to buy him groceries so that him and his girlfriend, and that was one less thing they had to worry about during all this. But it probably made it more stressful for them because the order got canceled because of the weather, because nobody could deliver, and I was worried about him. I didn't want him to like walk. Like, we walked to the grocery store, and I was holding on to other people's cars to like grip. I was like, I don't want him walking in this weather. Like, what if he falls? Like, people hurt themselves in this weather. slip and sliding out there. All right, so this is our ginger. Ooh, it smells so good. And then we're gonna mince up that ginger. You can mince it. You could, like, what do you call it? What's the word? I'm gonna use a cheese grater. I'm gonna grate it. All right, I'm gonna grab a cheese grater. And I'm gonna grate the ginger. This is the easiest way I find to do ginger. Ginger to me just smells so good. If you don't like ginger, you can keep it out, but like, that's enough. About a tablespoon of ginger. That's enough. You've had enough ginger. All right. So we have our ginger. Now I'm gonna wipe this down. I'm gonna grab our onions. I'm going to put this here just because there's ginger on there now. I'm going to cut up these onions. These are going to go in the soup, so you don't have to cut them up small. You can cut them up a little bit on the bigger side, on the bigger end. I'm just going to wash them really quick. What did you guys have for dinner? Have you guys ever had wontons or like dumplings or anything like that? You can cut them small, but this is going to go in the actual soup, so you don't need it to be small. I'm going to cut it up on the little bit of a bigger size. Did you tell Julian, babe, to tell Dee Dee that you want rolls? Well, maybe he thought we were joking. I should have done it the other way. Para pendeja no se estudia, guys. I have made crab. Oh, is that like crab and cream cheese? That's good too. I had crab. I could have done that too. Damn it. Why not think of it? Let me rinse this off, and then we're going to cut up our bok choy. Bok choy is kind of like cabbage. I'm actually going to cut up the bok choy and then wash it. It's kind of like a... Huh? No, I'm okay, baby. Thank you. And we're just going to cut up the bok choy. And I'm going to kind of cut it up like at an angle. Like this. It's kind of like a cabbage. I mean, the flavor is very mild. It doesn't have a strong flavor. Get this off. That was too much of that bottom portion. Have you guys ever had bok choy? So there's our bok choy. And this is going to go in our soup as well. I'm going to cut a little bit more of that off. That bottom piece, you can eat it, but I feel like it's a little too, like, you know, like celery vibe. It's kind of like celery vibe. There you go. Perfect example. But with a little bit more flavor than celery. I feel like even celery is a little bit more on the mark, like no flavor. Okay, bok choy. I'm going to wash that bok choy. I'm going to run it under some water, strain it. All right. Now we're gonna make our dumplings. This is the fun part, like building the dumplings. It's really, really fun part. Under here, wash that bok choy. All right, so that's done. I'm gonna move this. Now we're gonna grab an egg. We're gonna crack one egg. We're gonna use egg. You can use water or egg. I find that egg just works as a better binder for the dumplings. And you really want to mix it together so that it's like okay. Now we're gonna make our dumplings. And we'll put our dumplings as they're made in here. Here are our wrapping papers. One side of them has flour and one side of them is not floured. The not floured goes on the inside and the floured goes on the outside, okay? So some people don't know that that actually does matter. And then this is gonna be our filling. Baby, have you seen my kitchen scissors? Oh, here they are. I'm just gonna cut a little hole in here. And then this is gonna be how we fill them, okay? It's almost like a pastry bag. So we got our egg wash. We have our filling right here, pork filling. You can make it with chicken. You can make it with beef. You could do half, some people like to mix. Some people will do like half beef, half pork. You can do it however your little corazoncito desires. Let me turn on my, oh no, it's still too early to turn it on. Okay. So here are our little dumpling ones. The dumpling ones are more round. These are wonton ones, but it's the same. And we're gonna separate them. Hold on, these are two. So the inside, this is the inside. This is the non-floured side. You're gonna grab your filling and you're just going to squirtle it in there like that. Put a good amount of filling in there, and then you're gonna you can grab your finger, you can make a little brush, and you're just gonna put egg all around the edge. And then this is the fun part. You can make it any little shape you desire. I like to make it like this, and I like to kind of make like these little dumplings. And then if I feel like they didn't glue right, and then they're gonna sit like this. And then here is our little dumpling, okay? What a cutie, what a dumpling. And we're gonna do it again. So we're going to squirt out our little filling right there. Put it in the center. If you overfill it, it can like squirt out. That's a little overfilled, so we'll just do it like that. We're gonna grab our finger. We're gonna put egg wash all the way around. You could just do it on one side, but I find that when I did it on one side, they would pop open a little bit. And then we're gonna do it like this. And then I just pinch the top like that, and lay my little dumpling down. Pork, yes. What sides are you going to have with them? I'm just gonna make them in a soup, and we're just gonna eat dumpling soup. My son's girlfriend went to work, and so she's gonna bring Jose like some rolls, some like what kind of roll, babe, did you ask for? A house roll? She's bringing a house roll because she works at Sushi 503. So if y'all are ever in Salem and you guys want to go get some sushi, go to Sushi 503. I've never been to Sushi 503. So I guess we'll try it tonight. Okay, put in our little thing, and then that's it. And you just keep doing this. You really want to make sure that they close, like right here at the top. Bring your stuffing in, and then you just kind of pinch it all together. You could do like cute designs and everything. You can make them square. You can make them, there's like many different ways to like get your little dumplings to look cute. But I find that the little pockets are perfect. What are the other ingredients for the soup? For the soup broth, it's very simple. It's going to be bok choy, green onion, ginger, fresh ginger, and minced garlic with some soy sauce and some sesame oil. You'll see here in a minute. We're gonna make them. We're gonna make it all together. And then some chicken broth and some chicken bouillon. You could do pork broth. Pork broth just doesn't exist, like, or it does. I haven't ever been able to find like actual pork broth. So, and remember the floury side goes on the outside. And then you just pinch the top of your little dumpling. And if you want bigger dumplings, just get the egg roll paper or the large dumpling paper. Okay, and we're just going to, and you just start making an assembly line. I want to make about quite a bit of them. What are the ingredients for the pork filling? The pork filling has ground pork. It has minced garlic, a little squirtle of sesame oil. It has ground ginger, onion powder, a little bit of sweet rice vinegar, some hoisin sauce, some fish sauce, soy sauce, and what is this? Onion powder. Oh, some white ground pepper. So minced garlic, sesame oil, ground ginger, sweet rice vinegar, fish sauce. This is a sweet fish sauce. It doesn't taste fishy. I don't like fishy and I like it. Hoisin sauce, just a little squirt. Soy sauce, that's our salt, onion powder, and ground white pepper. Oh, and also like half a spoonful of brown sugar. And that's inside. Oh, and then super minced white green onions. Super finely minced green onions. So you just do this. We're going to sear the bottom of our little dumplings for the soup. I like them seared. You don't have to sear them. You could just throw it in the hot water, but searing it really does give it some nice flavor. So you can hold it in your hand, and you just kind of pinch all the sides up, and that egg is going to melt the wrapper together, and then you just do it like that. One side has more flour than the other, so that's the side that goes on the outside. And then put the filling in. You could make them with shrimp, ground shrimp. You can make them with pork, chicken. You can make them all veggie. You don't even have to put any meat in. You can make them, honestly, you can customize them to whatever flavor and size you want. Here's our little dumpling. Pinch the top, and I'm just kind of, so far we've made 10 dumplings. I want like at least, I don't know, depending, like each little soup, I like to put like 6 to 8 dumplings in your soup with your broth. So just make as many as that filling will give you. That filling last time was, a lot of filling for me last time. So I ended up saving some and making just like dumplings, like fried dumplings or steamed dumplings like a couple days later. And my store was out of dumpling wraps, but dumpling wraps and wonton wraps are the same. It's just flour and water. So you can use those instead if your store is out of dumpling wraps. The only thing is that dumpling wraps are round, and wonton ones are square. You could make them like a different shape. Like if you want them more of like a classic dumpling shape, you would do it like this. And then you could kind of pinch them like that. And you could kind of pinch them. And then they could be more of that classic dumpling shape. I like them, the little pockets. I find that they are just easier to like put in your spoon and like slurp up with your soup. But you can kind of do whatever shape you want. Hi, guys. You're amazing. No, you are. Hola, hermosa. Hi, friend. Hello. So here we are making fresh dumplings. Maybe the girls wanted me to teach them how to make beef and broccoli too. Like beef broccoli, like Asian beef broccoli, like Chinese food beef broccoli. Jose likes beef and broccoli. He gets mad when he orders at like places because they never give him any beef, right, babe? He's like, they never give you any beef. I'm like, who you beefing with? And doing your little paste like bag with this filling is gonna save you so much time from having to like scoop it out. And it's just like, get the assembly line going, girl. I wonder how many papers are in here. It doesn't say. I'm gonna lay them out so that we can start like a little assembly line. This is the flour side. That's not the flour side. Flour side, side, side. Okay. And we're just going to, I like to put egg wash all the way. You could put water in your egg if you want. I just do straight egg. This helps you kind of make a little assembly line and start working a little faster so that you have like 4 done at once. And then you're just going to put your filling. You could put as much filling as you want, but the more filling you put in there, the more likely you are to like, if you overfill, they can open up in your soup. But I mean, for me, it doesn't matter because it's all going down the same place. Just pinch, pinch, pinch. Like I said, I prefer the little like pockets of dumplings because they just like work better in the soup. But if you want to make like dumplings to eat, you can make them any shape. Hello, everyone. What kind of pork? Thank you for all the follows. Ground pork. You can make your own ground pork if you have a food processor, or you could buy ground pork. I just bought it at the little meat section at Walmart. Be careful with these little wraps because they're literally like, they're double-sided. No, but they like stick together. So you think it's one and then you find out it's 2. So lay 4 out. Let's see if we can make 4. I'm gonna make 6 at a time and make sure that it's not the flour side. One side has more flour. See, like this side has a lot of flour and this side just has a tiny bit of flour. That's the inside, okay? The side that has less flour. Like that rice flour coating. Good thing I broke that nail. It's really coming in handy. Handy dandy broken nail. And I really do believe you guys. Some people use water, but the few times I've just done with the sealing it with water, they do open up on me. So, and every time I do it with egg, they don't open up on me. So, so I would definitely suggest like closing them up with egg wash instead of flour, and just instead of just water, because it does. And putting them in the bag like this and then kind of doing it like this does save you a lot of time. Because then it's like hard, like you kind of like, oh, like how much do I need? You could put a lot more filling in them, like I said, but I don't want them to open up in my soup, so I just underfill them. So that, and these are literally going to cook in like 4 minutes. And we're going to pan sear the bottom of them. So they have that little crispy look to the bottom. And I'll show you how that's going to look here in a minute. I've just never knew how it looks like poop. Well, it's not, friend. A lot of things look like poop that aren't poop, right? This one didn't get any wash. Now, if there were pieces of corn in here, I'd be like, you're right, it does. No, I'm joking. Okay. Believe it or not, you guys, we're already done with one of the whole sides of the dumpling papers. So we're going to do the other side. I like my soup to have a lot of dumplings. That one feels really thick. I wonder if there's 2 pieces. No, just. I like my my soup to have a lot of dumplings in it, more than like normal, especially because they're so little. And if you want bigger dumplings, just buy the bigger paper, buy the big, large paper. Ay, no, parece cagada, pero sabe a Dios. It tastes delicious. And you can make your own wraps if you live somewhere where they don't sell them. It's honestly, I've made it before. It's rice flour and water, and it's actually very easy, but you know, like, work smarter, not harder. And really like use the pressure to get like it nice and sealed. And you're just pinching the top. And if it opens up like this, it's okay. Just like try to like use that. Like I opened up a little bit here. I'm using a little bit of the egg wash to kind of bring it back together. Let me turn on my pan so it's nice and hot when we come over here, because we're about to be over there. And look, all my little dumplings. You can, like I said, you can make them bigger, but this is for a soup, so I want them to be bite-sized. Did you hear back from Choi, babe? Yeah. Did you text them for me? Well, I need somebody to. I just want to make sure he's able to get it. Okay. Make all of these. Come on. No? Oh, no, this is one. Okay, 1 and 1. We're having some dumplings for dinner today, and maybe tomorrow if she tenemos leftovers. 2 and 2. Okay. You can grab a brush. I honestly like there's nothing wrong with fingering your food. But see, if you finger yourself, que no vas a andar fingering your food, friends. I'm just like rubbing the egg wash across the seams on the inside. The inside is the side that has less flour. One side has like a lot of flour, a rice flour, and one side has less. Like this has a lot less. And the first piece tends to have a flour on both sides because it's touching both sides. And the last piece does too. And here's our pork filling. And we're just going to put our filling in the middle there. And then we're going to put filling in the middle there. Oh, my clothes is already out of the washer? It's playing music. I'm doing all my laundry, guys, because Fabian goes back to school tomorrow. He's not happy about it, but he has a late start, so he's kind of happy about that. On top of late start, he has a late start. So I'm actually pretty happy about that too. Oh, and then I got to see, my boss sent me all the season, the new season items that are coming out for all of our brands. And I was like, yes. I love newness. It gets you excited for work. Okay. Yesterday, I let my son's girlfriend shop my my makeup stash. As she was like, are you serious? And I was like, yeah, girl, take whatever you want. And she was like, oh my gosh, Julian, this is that thing that I told you about. She kept whispering. I was laughing. I'm like, look, you don't break my son's heart and you can have all the makeup you want. Be good to my son and I'll be good to you. I missed it. Did you show how to make the filling? I did. So the filling is ground pork, green onions, super finely minced green onions, minced garlic, a little splash of sesame oil, a little bit of ground pepper, a little bit of fish sauce, a little bit of sweet and tangy rice vinegar, a little bit of hoisin sauce. I don't know if I said that right. Probably not. A little bit of white ground pepper, a little bit of soy sauce, a little bit of onion powder, and that's it. Then you work it like a masa until it all combines into one. And then you're ready. Okay, guys, we're almost done. Look how fast I'm working. Fueran tamales, me dijeran, ¿cuánto quiere por la docena? 5, 10 o 7. Tacos, tacos, tacos. Me and Jose, well, I fell asleep, but we put on a movie last night and we were supposed to have like a movie night and I literally fell asleep. I woke up at the end of the movie and I was like, was it good? I'm like, tell me what happened. You guys, I'm like the worst movie date because like if it's a scary movie, I hide my face and then I ask you what happened. And then if it's like a boring movie, I fall asleep and then ask you what happened. Hi guys. Did you already make the soup? Nope, we're going to go make it right now because you need these before the soup and you'll see that here in a minute. Okay, filling. We're going to go make the soup broth. The soup broth is actually really easy to make. It's really simple. Simple dimple. Purple nipple. And this needs to be enough for 8 people. And a little bit of leftovers. I'd rather have leftovers than not enough for everybody, you know? I think we'll do like one more batch of 6 and then we'll be done. From what it looks like on the little. Pinch it and reverse it. And you kind of want to make sure that these are a little bit more room temperature than cold. Because I noticed that when they're cold, the rice paper isn't as flexible. So make them like take them out of the fridge a little bit before you start so that they get like room temperature, because then they have more like movement and they're not as stiff. What did Julian say, babe? Oh, what? Chewy. Okay. I'll get it. Your order. Oh, I think he picked it up because it says your order has been picked up. Sorry, guys. I walked away so I wouldn't sneeze in my food. Alrighty. Okay, maybe 2 more batches. Hold on, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 2 more batches. This is the second to last batch. Well, look at all of our little dumplings are nice and they're sitting on top of each other because I'm not very smart. I should have put them like on a flat plate, but I didn't. They're not going to stick to each other, but because of the rice flour on the outside, but still. One egg is enough for all of these dumplings. You're just barely just rubbing the egg on the outside. Like I said, some people do it with water. I find that water just doesn't stick them, and then they sometimes fall apart in the soup. So I prefer like doing it with egg. Egg does stick it for sure. Okay. Did he pick it up, Julian? Oh gosh. Oh, so she's going to be ready to get picked up? Yeah. Did you order your dad's roll? Yeah. Okay. I'm going to stay here and finish dinner so that you can... What? Well, you want me to leave with you right now? Yeah, cut the light off. Cut it off. These can't sit out for too long. They'll start to dry out. So you got to kind of work fast. LOL, me hate scary, boring movies, usually fall asleep, and bless you, thank you. Looks so good. It's going to be even better than what it looks, friend. This one's kind of being, if you feel like this, like one's being like kind of stubborn, just grab a little extra egg and just doop, pinch it. Huh? You are? Mona's in trouble. She broke my table. Huh? She broke my table trying to grab a corn dog, Julian. Yeah, right. You want to clean up that mess? We literally just dropped her off, what, 2 hours ago? No. It's not even 6 yet. She should only work 4 hours, huh? I think legally that's all they have to let you work 4 hours, or they have to pay you for 4 hours in Oregon. In Oregon, you guys are, I don't know if it's federal, but like if your boss asks you to come in, they have to legally let you work 4 hours or pay you for 4 hours if you're not working for 4 hours. Isn't that nice? Especially on days like today where, oh, that's the flour side. One side has a lot more flour than the other. Oh no, now Mona's gonna cry. You guys are gonna hear Mona cry for Julian because Julian can't leave her side. Gosh, God forbid that. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Mona, stop. He'll be right back. That's her whole world is Julian. If Julian's not home, when Julian was in Japan, you guys, when my oldest son went to Japan in October, she was just like, no, ma'am. Oh wow, it's dark outside, like really dark. Like, wait, like our neighbors don't have electricity dark? Oh wow. I don't think our neighbors have electricity, guys. There's like literally no light outside. Like usually you could see people's like, you know, like they're eating dinner, their lights are on. There's no light over there. Oh my, oh me. Hi guys. Okay, now we're gonna grab, this is our last batch. So I'm gonna kind of try to, and then see, I always have extra filling. So like if you are making it like my amount, buy a couple packs of the wonton wrappers or the dumpling wrappers, so that you can, or just make them a little bigger. But I'm going to make these a little bigger, but, like be careful because they can fall apart really easily. They can like if they're overstuffed. All right. So there are our little dumplings. They're the cutest little dumplings I've ever seen. Look at that. We're going to pan fry them on the bottom so they have that little pan fried look. You don't have to pan fry them. You could throw them straight into the hot water. But we're going to pan fry. I'm really concerned Like, there's no light outside. None. Usually you could see, like, the neighbors, like, lights on. I'm gonna make this. It's so good. And if you guys are over here on TalkTick, or you're on Bookface, I'm live at the same time so that you guys can go watch the replay. My link is in my bio, or you could just look me up for Rosalie Delgado. There's going to be a lot of things that pop up first. Ignore all those and just go straight to my profile. Yummy. So good. They're so yummy. They're so yummy. And your family's going to be like, where did you get the takeout? And you're going to be like, I am the takeout, ma'am. Deliver me from evil. I'm really worried about my little brother too, because like he has to walk with all those groceries in his hand and get on the metro, on the Max, and then walk with all those groceries to his home. Oh, my heart hurts. I hope his girlfriend waits for him at the Max. No, because that's not that safe either, you know. I don't know. Okay. This one's almost like overfilled. The last one. The final dumpling. Okay, guys. If you pop them in a cup of water into your pan, but lid, and cook them on medium heat. No, I'm doing it completely different, friend. I'm oh wait, there's a couple more. There's one more wrapper. I'm doing them, I'm going to pan fry them, and then I'm going to make the soup base with it in it. You'll see. You'll see. I'm just getting all that, like, I felt like I had like a layer of coated egg and flour on my hand. Okay, and now I'm going to dip it back in. That was smart. I just couldn't handle the feeling anymore. Okay, this one's the last dumpling. She was trying to get away with not purse fold. Oh, baked chicken nachos. What? There's a recipe for baked chicken nachos in there. Okay. Okay, we're going to put our dumpling filling here. Pebbles! Mona, I mean, she'll be right back. My son's girlfriend's been staying here since the weather has been so bad because where she lives, it was worse. Okay, so we have ginger, green onions. I'm going to put these over here. 1 jalapenos. We're going to need sesame oil, soy sauce. That's it from there. And we're going to need our dumplings and our phones. Okay. You guys ready to go? Field trip. Did you guys get your parent permission slip signed? No? Well, you could still go. Just get on the bus. Ugh. Get on the bus. All right. Almost to the stove. Now we're going to make our soup. Oh, and you're going to need hot water and chicken broth, or just hot water and make your own chicken broth. I'll show you how to do that here in a minute as well. So now down here, you guys, if you guys are asking questions, well, I'm answering questions. So ask away. We're going to grab a little bit of olive oil. We're going to grab a little bit of sesame oil. Okay. I'm going to turn on the microwave so that I'm going to turn this back on. Oh, no, not at the same time. Okay. All right, we're going to heat up those oils. We're going to throw in our minced garlic. One that you take, depending on how garlicky you want your broths, there's no like right or wrong. So minced garlic, fresh or pre-minced. Okay, I'm going to do a lot of garlic. I like a garlicky soup. Okay. We're going to grab some minced ginger, just one. We're going to grab our jalapeno. And you're just gonna, once it starts getting aromatic. There you go. Whew. Now we're gonna put all of our little dumplings down in that oil. all those little dumplings in the oil. All my cute little babies. We made them with love and care and all of our little, just on the bottom so that they can have that pan fried bottom. I'm going to turn my heat up just a little bit so that they pan fry pretty quickly. The pan frying the bottom of the dumpling is also going to help. I'm going to put my jalapeno over here for now, just for now, so that we have room for all these little dumplings to go in. Let me move you guys over so you guys can see them. I love watching you, Rosalie. Yes! I love you too. Okay, these aren't going to pan fry, but what I'm going to do is, here in a minute, well, actually, let me wait. The ones that we did first, that we laid down first, turn up the heat, let those get nice and pan fried. We'll flip those over first. Now we're going to need our chicken broth, which is about 4 cups of chicken broth. And we're going to need 4 cups of water, hot water, and you want to put in hot water and hot chicken broth. You do not want to put it in cold. We're going to let those pan fry at the bottom. We're going to pick up the ones that we put down first. When those look nice and golden at the bottom, that's when we're going to put the other ones down. There's like 5 that didn't fit at the bottom of that. 6, 7, 8, 9. Actually 9. So we're turning up the oil so that they can pan fry. Looks so good. It's going to be good. Hi guys. We're making dumpling soup. Okay. Okay, we're just waiting for them to be golden. Your kitchen is going to smell like an actual, like, heaven. Okay. And I'm just keep lifting one up to see if it's golden. You want it to have that, like, golden, like, seared bottom. And we're going to need our this. And then we're going to need our pepper, our bok choy. Bok choy, pepper, onions. Okay. Okay, let's see now. Nope, not yet. It's starting. They're starting to get golden at the bottom. Yummy, yes. Patiently waiting for the finished product. It's almost done. I love dumplings. They're so good. And when you make them yourself, there's like, look at it. So they're kind of golden at the bottom. It looks like hair, but this isn't hair. This is the ginger. Everyone's like, there. One time I made it, and I lifted it to check, and Jose was standing next to me. He's like, is that our hair? Like, no, it's the ginger. The ginger has almost like a, I don't know. The texture of it is very, like, stringy. There we go. Okay. I'm going to move this one up, and I'm going to put these down so that I could put those other ones that didn't pan fry down. Okay. Where are they? Right here. We're going to put these down. Let those get a little pan fried at the bottom. They might not pan fry as long, but we just kind of want them to get that flavor in. Golden. We're going to lift that up. Let these kind of get their moment. And I'm trying not to handle them too much so that they don't start to fall apart. because as they get nice and hot, they do start to fall apart. Okay, there you go. All right, so those are all pan fried. The ones that I'm just laying down are going to pan fry. We have some hot boiling water, so we're going to do 4 cups of hot. Oh, this isn't even that hot. Let me put it in for another 2 minutes. Hot chicken broth. While those pan fry. That's exactly what you want. You want your little dumpling to have that goldenness at the bottom. Okay? It's more for looks than anything, and it does add a lot of flavor, and it kind of starts the cooking process. My full respects to the, oh, and then we're going to throw our jalapeno back in there, and now we're going to start throwing our hot water in. This is just 100% hot water, nothing else but hot water. And you want to start with hot, okay? You don't want to throw cold water in. You don't want to stop that cooking process. I'm just going to kind of shake it so I'm not moving those dumplings around. But then the ones that were kind of on top start to go towards the bottom. Be very delicate with your dumplings. We're going to throw in a oh, we already did that. We already did our, we're going to throw in some soy sauce. That's the salt to our dish, and we're going to throw in a little bit of chicken bouillon as well. This is our hot chicken broth. You could do all chicken broth. I just feel like I get too much salt with 2 things of chicken broth, so I do one and one. 4 cups of water, 4 cups of chicken broth. You don't want to move this too much. You're just kind of going to let that happen, go like that. You're gonna let those dumplings kind of start to cook. I'm gonna grab 4 more cups, a little bit more water because I want a lot of broth. I like a lot of broth. I actually prefer the broth over the dumplings too. You could put like carrots in your soup if you want. You could put like some ramen noodles in there if you want. Some rice noodles. I think the dumplings are enough. I'm going to boil some more water. All right, now we're going to grab some chicken bouillon. I'm going to put you guys down for a second because the chicken bouillon's over here. Some chicken bouillon. Okay. It's only going to take 5 minutes of boiling time for the pork to cook and the dumplings to cook. Don't move the dumplings, okay? Too much, be careful. Okay, we're gonna throw in all of our bok choy. Bok choy is like a cabbage. I'm not gonna, you could cut up the jalapeno and put pieces of jalapeno in there. I just want the jalapeno taste, so I'm letting that jalapeno boil in there. And then we're gonna throw in some cut up green onions. Again, you don't want to move it too much. You just kind of want to let your food cook itself. I'm not going to taste it because there's raw pork in there until it kind of has been cooking for at least 5 minutes. I'm putting in a little bit more water so we could have more broth. I just want broth to be like probably to there. Mona's over here depressed because her best friend in the whole world left to go pick up his best friend in the whole world. And just like that, you guys, believe it or not, our soup is done. This is how much filling I had left over. So like I said, buy 2 packs. This isn't enough for me to make anything with, so I'm just going to go ahead and trash it. It's very wasteful and it breaks my heart, but if I had a lot, I would probably go buy more paper, but more one-time papers, but we're going to bring this up to a boil. Again, kind of work your way down to the bottom of the pan so you're not like moving those little dumplings around too much. I'm going to cover it here in a minute when the boiling water goes in. Oh, and you know what I'm going to put in there? A little bit of what's this called? Shaoxing rice cooking wine. I like to put cooking wine in here. It's Chinese cooking wine, okay? So I'm just going to put a little bit in there for flavor. That's going to give it very much like that, like restaurant taste. We're just waiting for this to beat so we can put a little bit more water in here. And I just move it around occasionally to make sure. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh, that smells so good. We're going to move it around occasionally. Just make sure no dumplings get stuck at the bottom. Ground pork. Yes, I made mine with ground pork. You could make yours with ground. You can use any meat, any protein you'd like. But ground pork is kind of like the, more like traditional flavoring that people use. Or chicken. I've seen a lot of chicken lately. But when I worked at that restaurant, we made them with ground pork. So that's what I make them with. And we don't eat ground pork often here, so I don't feel too guilty about eating pork. I'm cleaning over here, you guys, as that comes to what. Watch my food, please. If you guys want this recipe on Top Tick, you can head to my bio and then look for my book face on there, and I'm actually live there, and those recipes stay up, okay? So, see how it's coming to a boil? I'm gonna put that jalapeno way under, like see if I can get it to stay under the. There you go. It always floats. You guys, I'm so excited for the new Pennywise movie. All right, we're gonna grab a little bit of hot boiling water. There you go. That's how much broth I like. Okay. Because that water was boiling hot, you don't have to, and now the dumplings are floating more towards the top. And when you get a dumpling out, it's going to have that kind of seared bottom. Look at one of our dumplings. See how the bottom is seared? It has that golden sear to it. It's going to be like very that moment. We're going to cover this and let it cook until it starts coming to a boil, which will be any minute now. I'm actually going to grab a bowl and some garlic chili sauce. And I'm gonna serve myself a plate with you guys here. This is garlic chili sauce. I love this stuff. It's so good with the wonton soup. Good question. Oh, let's see what Sarah's question was. Sarah, what was your question? Do you add more seasoning? I'm going to taste, since I added more water, I'm going to taste it, but I'm not going to taste it until it's been boiling. It comes to a boil. It only takes 5 minutes for the little dumplings to cook all the way through. And my way of telling that it cooked all the way through is that it comes to an even boil. Then I'll taste it. And then if I have to add more seasoning, I will. I added soy sauce. The chicken stock has salt, and so does the chicken bouillon. So, or each person can add their own soy sauce to their bowl. And then the pork is also seasoned as well. So it's very easy to over season. So I'm just very cautious about over seasoning. I'm just putting everything away, guys. And you could make the dumplings, and if you don't want to make them in a soup, you could steam them, or you could cook them in water, or you could fry them. Whatever works for you. I like them in a soup. I think they are perfect. Like, my favorite way to eat them is in a soup. I'm just putting away all my seasonings. I have to go buy more stuff. This goes in the fridge. I'm just waiting to see it boiling, and then it's ready. Like I said, they only need to cook for 5 minutes. Oh, you guys, I forgot one thing. Crap. Pepper. I forgot to add pepper to my broth. You can add pepper to your broth. I love pepper in mine. It's like my favorite, and I love a lot of pepper. I did add pepper to my filling, the white, the ground white pepper, but okay, it's ready. It's coming to a boil. See that? Those dumplings are starting to float to the top, like that. I leave my jalapeno in there. You can cut the jalapeno into small, like little pieces. I just leave it in there because I like the flavor it gives, but not the, we don't do a lot of spice. And Fabian eats this too, so. Okay, so we're gonna grab our broth. It needs more seasoning. So that's when you taste it to see if it needs more seasoning. You can add more chicken bouillon, or you can add more soy sauce. I'm gonna add more chicken bouillon. So I'm just gonna add a nice spoonful. Don't taste it until the dumplings have been cooked, because otherwise you're tasting raw pork, okay? And you see how all those dumplings are coming to the top? That means that they're all cooked. Okay. Okay, let me taste it. Oh, perfect. That little bit of extra chicken bouillon gave it that perfect flavor. Now it's come to a boil. I'm going to turn it off. You don't want to overcook it. I'm going to serve myself a bowl so you guys could see how they look. Look at those beautiful little dumplings just popping up there. And I'm just going to, first I grab broth. Then I just scoop up some dumplings from the top. Then here are, I have 3 dumplings in my little broth. I make sure everybody gets at least like 5 to 8 dumplings. I love a little bit of garlic chili sauce in mine to give it a little kick. Just a little bit. And you can squirt a little bit more soy sauce in there if you like. Just a little squirt. So you can be a little extra swollen tomorrow. And just like that, our dumpling soup is done. I'm going to taste one. Here's one of our dumplings. She fell apart. See, that's why you don't want to move it, manhandle it too much. If your dumplings fall apart, it's fine. They just don't look as pretty. But that's why you try to avoid mixing too much, over mixing. And here is our authentic pork dumpling soup. Perfect. It's super hot. Do you want your bok choy to be al dente for like noodles, or do you want it all the way? It's however you like. I like mine to be, Fabian won't eat it if it's like a little, if it's a little bit on the harder side. He likes it to be like, almost like a cabbage when you make it, put it in your caldo de res. That's how we like it. But if you want it to be more, a little bit more al dente, al diente podrido, you can just throw it in like right when it starts to boil and like flash steam it or flash cook it. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's so good, but I can't eat it because it's so hot. Oh my God. Sorry guys. take it off the hot stove. We kind of wanted to stop cooking, kind of push my jalapeno down. If you want it spicy, chop up that jalapeno into nice little slices, and it'll be a little spicy, or serrano pepper. Here is our soup. I love it. I love the broth by itself. If you want to bring it up a notch, put some ramen noodles in here, and then you have some ramen noodle dumpling soup. Poquito cilantro y limon, whatever you want, friend. I like keeping it simple. I just put a little extra soy sauce in it and some chili garlic sauce, and that just does it for me. I don't eat it. I just eat it like this, and I could literally like put a scoop of rice in there. So good. Seasoning in the pork. The seasonings in the pork, I put minced garlic, minced green onion, which is the green onion that we put in here as well. I put powder seasonings because it just cooks faster and it just does better with it. I put white pepper, ground ginger. I put what else did I put in there? Ground pepper, white ginger. I put everything away. I put fish sauce, hoisin sauce, fish sauce, hoisin sauce, a little bit of sesame oil. I put soy sauce for the pork. I put soy sauce. I had it all out too. And I put everything away. Anyways, if you want it, head over to my book face. Look me up under Rosalie Delgado. It'll be on there right now. I'm actually going to jump off and I'm going to enjoy my meal. I'm going to call my little brother and make sure he was able to pick up his groceries. I love you guys. And tomorrow we are melting. So I will be back doing some belleza for y'all. Oh, yeah. I put half a tablespoon of brown sugar. I put the sweet and tangy rice vinegar. I put, I think that's it. Yeah, rice vinegar, all of that. Oh, and then I used the wonton wrappers, and I used egg wash because they stay together better with egg wash. No makeup today, you guys. My makeup room is freezing. Like, I was in there earlier just grabbing laundry out of the little area that I have where I dress. We have a window unit AC. And I didn't take it out because it's such a pain to put back in. So usually I'm like, oh, it's never that cold. Well, it's literally like 30 degrees in there. Like, I was trying to be in there earlier and my mocos were like running out my nose. So I hope you guys make this delicious recipe for your family. It will totally impress them that you make your own homemade dumplings. They look so cute. Look at my little dumpling, my sweet little dumpling right there. So cute. And then things. I love you guys. Cocinen, que hay comida en la casa. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. I'll see you tomorrow. Makeup and cooking tomorrow because ya me enfadé de verme fea. Okay.